To this class. Okay, very good. Some people want to answer. You can answer if you want. I said good evening and hello. And it's nice to see you here in lesson 5 or lesson 7 or session 7 of common errors in English. This is the session 7. We already had 6 lessons together. We learned a lot of things together. And if you want to watch session 1, 2, 3, up to session 6, I'm sending you a link, YouTube channel. You can watch the rest of them in that channel. All right. So, as usual, I ask some people, were you in previous classes of common errors in English? Yes or no? So, were you? If your answer is yes, please tell me. It seems that you were not in the previous session, session 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we start today's lesson, common errors in English. All right. And before starting, do you have any questions? Do you have any problems? Whatever, I'm listening to you. If you don't, I want to start today's lesson. So, any questions or problems? No problem. Okay. One answer. Thank you. Good one. So people, be strong, relax. And if you have any questions, you can verbally ask or you can type in the group chat. It's okay. No one will eat anyone else. All right, let's go. I want to have a short review on session 6 because today's lesson is the rest of last session, session 6. In session 6, we studied about the age. As you see here, in Turkish, age means yaş, and here we have the patterns. We always say, I am 22 years old. We never say, I have 22 years old, as you see here in the red box. So remember that one. Next pattern that we learned, pattern or collab you say, is this one. Be somebody's age. Be somebody's age. It's like that, like this. When I was your age, was is be your somebody's age. When I was your age, not when I was in your age. This is one pattern we learned. Another pattern about the age we learned this one. Be the same age, like this. Most of my friends are the same age as me. Are the same age as me. All right. So this is the second pattern that we learned here. Next pattern that we learned is this. Number of number or noun of somebody's age. What's that number of number? It's like this. A child of noun, a child of number 7. A child of 7 or 8 needs a little push. A child of 7 or 8 needs a little push. So as you see here, we have this situation here. And let me write it here. Uh, Noun, a child, of, and number is 7 or 8 here. So we never say a child in the age of, we say a child of 7 or 8. Next pattern we learned is noun of somebody's age, like this. He is very clever for a boy of his age. Boy, noun, here, of, again, somebody's age is his age. Boy of his age. Boy of his age. We learned these patterns in session 6, last lesson, let's say. And then let's go to today's lesson. We are going to talk about the age, but the rest of the age. What's that? We use this pattern, a child of 7, a child of 7, or a child aged 7. We never say a child in, as you see here. A child of 7, like this pattern, a child of 7, or a child aged 7. We use these patterns to say our sentences like this. A child aged 7 or 8 needs little push. So we never say a child of or a child in. We say a child, we never say a child in. We say a child of age 7 or a child aged 7. We remember this pattern. Part 6 of the age, word age, we have these ones. Number 6, I want one person in this group to read this part. Number 6. Who wants to read this part? A lady or a gentleman. We always choose one person to read. So who is ready to read? I'm waiting for a strong person here. Come on, you're 25 people here and no one wants to read? Wow, that's amazing. No one? Okay, it's a chance for you. If you read, you practice and you take this risk. But if you don't read, you don't take this chance, so you lose this chance. I'm reading by myself. They have two children in the age of 8 and 12 years. It's wrong. What's right? They have two children aged 8 and 12. Next pattern, they have two children 8 and 12 years of age. Years of age. We always use this for. When you mention two ages after a noun, use either the following. We have two formats. What? We have, when you want to, two ages after a noun, you have one noun, one isim, you say. One noun and two ages. Noun, two ages. We have two patterns. Pattern number 1 is this. Noun, aged, and two numbers, like this. Houses, aged 100 and 120 years. Another pattern is this. Noun, number, and number years of age. Houses, 100 and 120 years of age. So we use these two patterns like this. Next one. Again, anyone else? Do you want to read this part? Anyone?
I can read,
Yes,
please.
madam, please. Yes, I really appreciate you are the strong lady here.
I'm continue.
Yes,
These
please.
books, these books are for children at the age of from 4 to 6 years. These books are for children aged 4 to 6. These
Mm-hmm.
books are for children between the ages of 4 and 6.
Yes. So as you see, number 1, first example is wrong. These books are for children at the age of from. No, it's wrong. So what is right? Right is here. These books are for children aged 4 to 6. Or these books are for children between the ages of 4 and 6. Here, as you see here in this green box, we have two patterns. Age range, in Turkish you say yaş aralığı. Aged number to number, like children aged 4 to 6. Next pattern, between the ages of number and number. Children between the ages of 4 and 6. These are two patterns we use for the age. Next part. Here we have the word edged. Edged. Okay. And sorry, aged, not edged, aged, because the meaning here is different. In Turkish, means yaşlı, aged. So, another one, a lady or a gentleman. I want you to read this part. Come on, take the risk.
I want to continue if
Yes, please.
they are to continue.
Yes.
Not all aged parents have children to look after them. Not all elderly parents have children to look after them.
Thank you so much. Yes. Here we have two words, aged and elderly. Both of them have the same meaning, yaşlı. But what is the difference between aged and elderly here? When it means very old, aged is mainly used in formal styles. Formal. So aged mainly used in formal styles. What is formal? In Turkish you say resmi. Usually in the phrases at the aged, like this. The poor and the aged are entitled to free health care. So we learned that aged means very old and we use it in formal situations, resmi. But the usual word for this meaning is elderly. In normal use, everyday conversations, everyday talk or street talk, we use elderly. And also it is polite, kibar. The photograph was of an elderly gentleman, not old man. We say elderly gentleman, more classy, more polite. An elderly gentleman with a white mustache. The building has been converted into a retirement home for elderly. Again, here, elderly means old person. So, again, we review aged. It means very old. We use it in formal situations. Elderly is not formal word, but means again very old. Thanks so much. Aged part 2. Who wants to read this one?
Can I read?
Yes, madam, please.
My father left school at age 14. My father left school at the age of 14. At
Mm-hmm.
age 45, farmers are able to retire. At the age of 45, farmers are able to retire.
Thanks so much. So as you see here, we have these two true patterns here. My father left school at the age of 14 or at 14. Both of them are correct. Another one, at the age of 45 or at 45, farmers are able to retire. So we have this pattern here, format, at number or at the age of number, at 14 or at the age of 14. Or again, we say at 45 or at the age of 45. Thanks so much. Next one. Ago. Ago is one of the words that many people have big problems using that one. So let's consider the errors or problems using ago. So anyone to read this part? Ago. Of course, ago has the long part, many examples.
I can read.
Yes, yes, sir, please.
The accident happened at 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The accident happened 10 years ago.
Okay. So one by one, you read and I analyze, okay? So
Okay.
first one, we say at 10 years ago, never ever. We never say at 10 years ago. We say 10 years ago. Continue, sir.
I came to England in 2 years ago. I came to England 2 years ago.
Again, yes, thank you. We never say in 2 years ago. We say 2 years ago. Go ahead.
He went to Sydney before 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He went to Sydney 5 years ago.
Again, like that. We never say before 5 years ago. We say 5 years ago. Mm-hmm.
I started learning English since 2 years ago. I started learning English 2 years ago.
Very good. Again, we never say since 2 years ago. As you see here in the red box, at, in, before, after, since, plus ago, we never use it. We use just the number and ago. 2 years ago, 2 hours ago, 2 days ago, 5 years ago, like that. We say the number and also the word ago. Ago part 2. Ago part 2. Who wants to read?
I want.
Yes, please, sir.
Yes. I'm writing in reply to your letter that I have received 2 days ago. I'm writing in reply to your letter that I received 2 days ago.
All right. As you see here again, I'm writing in reply. This word
Reply.
means reply. Reply means answer. Answer.
Yes.
I'm writing in reply to your letter that I've received 2 days ago. So here, with reference to past time, such as yesterday, last week, or a year ago, use a past tense, not present perfect. So whenever you use ago, always use simple past. I received. Simple past, not past continuous, past perfect, or present perfect. Just simple past, ago. Thanks so much. Next word, agree, which is very controversial word, agree. A lady or a gentleman who wants to read this part, agree.
I want to read.
Yes, madam, please.
I don't agree the people who say women should stay at home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with the people who say women should stay at home.
Mm-hmm.
In many ways, I agree to his statement. In many ways, I agree with his statement.
All right. Thanks so much. First of all, agree in Turkish means katılmak. And agree has one pattern here. It is this, agree with somebody or something, not agree or agree to or like that. Here, whenever you think like another person or you have the same idea as another person, you use agree with somebody or something like this. In many ways, I agree with his statement or I agree with his idea. As you see here, you have the same opinion. Agree with somebody or something means having the same opinion. Like this, you can't expect everyone to agree with you all the time. Or, I tend to agree with you that the proposal is too risky. Thank you, madam. Let's go to agree number 2. Agree number 2.
Okay.
You want to read, sir?
Yes.
Yes,
I don't.
please.
Yes. I don't understand why he doesn't agree the divorce. I don't understand why he doesn't agree to the divorce.
Mm-hmm. Read.
Conversationists will never agree the building of the motorway. Conservationists will never agree to the building of the motorway.
Okay, thanks so much. So here we have this sentence. I don't understand why he doesn't agree to the divorce. What is the meaning of divorce? In group chat, some people asked. We have
Separate.
married,
Yes.
getting married. Opposite
And
of married means divorce, separation.
separation.
Yes, thank you. And one Turkish person wrote here the Turkish word. Thank you so much. Yes. And another one, the conservationists will never agree to the building of the motorway. What is the meaning of motorway? As you say in Turkish, otoyol. So here we have two patterns for agree. This one is very important. Be careful. Whenever you think like another person, you have the same idea, you say, I agree with you or agree with somebody or something. Whenever you agree to something means you allow or permit. What is allow, permit or agree to something? Means bir şeye istekli olmak veya bir şeye izin vermek. So whenever you want to agree to something, whenever you allow or permit or let, you use agree to like this. Here we have this example, be willing to or allow something. The bank manager has agreed to our request for loan. Bank manager, you requested a loan and he agreed. He said, it's okay, I give the permission. Thanks so much. Next part, number 3, agree number 3. A lady or a gentleman, please.
Okay.
Yes,
I
sir.
am yes. I am agree that archaeological treasures.
Treasures.
I can't see. Yes, yes. I am agree that the archaeological treasures should be protected. I agree that archaeological treasures should be protected.
Okay, thanks so much. Here we have in exercise number 3, we have this warning. We never say be agree. I am agree, you are agree, or he is agree, I was agree. Never ever. Agree is a verb, not an adjective. So we say I agree that. In this case, I agree with those. Remember this one.
Yes.
Thanks so much.
Mhm.
Do you have a question, sir?
No. No, I see.
Okay. Thanks so much. So next one, who wants to read the next part, which is about agreement. Agree is a verb. Noun form of agree is agreement. So who wants
Can
to
I
read
read?
agreement? Yes, sir, please.
Okay. The government has made an agreement with the People's Republic of China. The government has reached agreement with the People's Republic of China.
Thanks so much. So here, what's that? Agreement. In Turkish means anlaşma. And we have this format. Whenever you want to use agreement in your sentence, you have to use these formats. What's that? Reach agreement, as you see here in green box, I have written. Reach an agreement. Come to an agreement. Work out an agreement. Always we use this one. And the meaning of reach an agreement, come to an agreement, or work out an agreement means anlaşmaya varmak. So for agreement, we always use these 3 verbs. Reach an agreement, come to an agreement, and work out an agreement. Like this. After a week of talks, Britain and Iceland reached an agreement on fishing limits, or recent government attempts to work out an agreement have proved unsuccessful. So remember, we can use agreement with 3 verbs. And here you read one word here, treasure. Who knows the meaning of treasure in Turkish?
Treasure.
Treasure in
Hazine.
Turkish?
Hazine.
Hazine. All right. Yes, that's it. Hazine. Yes. Thanks so much. And next word is the aid. Aid. What is aid? Aid has two meanings. It depends on the role or part of speech. Aid as the noun isim means yardım. As a verb or fiil, you can read it. One person please read the Turkish part here.
Bir şeyin iyileşmesine, gelişmesine veya büyümesine yardım etmek.
Yes. So remember, aid is always a noun, okay? And we use it as a
Yes.
noun in formal, informal situations. But whenever we want to use aid as a verb, we have to use it in formal situations, not everyday talks. And the meaning changes here. One lady or gentleman, read this part, please.
Okay.
I can read.
Yes, sir, please.
We must begin to aid ourselves and not wait for other countries.
Mm-hmm.
We must begin to help ourselves and not wait for other countries.
Yes, thank you. We must begin. We must begin to help. In this case, we always use the verb help ourselves, not aid ourselves. Why? Because number one, this one is not formal writing. Number two, the meaning of aid here is wrong, as in this example. Read the next two other examples.
Yes, me.
Yes, please.
Okay. Education can aid us to understand our words. Education can help us to understand our world.
World. Thanks so much. Education. Education. Why you? In English, remember, whenever D, okay, D and U come together, okay, we always pronounce it as J. J.
Okay. Okay.
Education, like this one. Education. J. Thanks so much. Here, education can help us to understand our world. Yes, not aid us. Why? Because, as I told, aid is mainly used as a noun, like yardım, not verb. Many countries survive on foreign aid from their richer neighbors. And it is government policy to provide aid to the homeless or the unemployed. Again, aid here means is a noun, yardım.
Yardım.
Yes. But whenever, as you see here in the green box, aid, verb, formal, resmi olarak, is verb. As a verb, aid is used in formal styles and usually means help something recover, develop, grow, etc. The country's economic recovery has been aided by the recent peace agreement. So aid here is a verb and means like this yellow box. Thanks so much. Aid number two. Aid number two. Who wants to read?
They
Okay.
can learn faster. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's
It's okay.
They
It's
can.
yes, yes. Read.
Please. Okay. I can wait.
No, read too.
Oh, okay. They can learn faster by the aid of computers. They can learn faster with the aid of computers.
Thanks so much. So always, if we want to use aid as a noun, of course, isim, we always use with the aid of, like this in green box, with the aid of, not with the help of, with the aid of. Like this one, these bacteria cannot be seen without the aid of microscope. Thanks so much.
Bu
Aim.
bakteriler mikroskop yardım olmaksızın görünmezler.
Thank you for Turkish translation.
Thank you.
Definitely.
That's it. Very good. Thanks so much. So aim. Aim is another word which is so complicated. So please pay more attention here to learn completely. Aim number one. Aim number one in Turkish, as it is isim, means amaç.
Go ahead.
Let's read this part. Who wants to
I
read?
can read.
Yes, madam.
Her lifelong aim was to learn how to fly. Her lifelong ambition was to learn how to fly.
Yes. So in this case, we never use aim. It's the ambition. And in Turkish, you say ambition as hers. It's the ambition.
Aim amaç.
Yes, it's that one. I write it here. And here, ambition means hers. So in this case, ambition is good. Why? Because aim is so clear, near to you, but ambition is in your mind. It's very big, okay? And it belongs to the future. Next part, aim number 2. Who wants to read aim number 2?
He was aiming a gun against me.
Mm-hmm.
He was aiming a gun at me.
Aim at. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Read it, please.
These programmers are aimed to a very wide audience. These programs are aimed at a very wide audience.
Thanks so much. First one, he was aiming a gun at me. Aiming a gun. As you see here in this picture,
Yes.
he's aiming a gun at this lady. Aim at. Aim at. In English, as the verb or fiil, nişan almak. Like this, aim. Something at somebody or something. For example, I'm aiming my pen at computer. Like this, aim. Not throw, but aim like this. Keep it here. Another one, these programs are aimed at a very wide audience. Again, as you see here, the Turkish meaning, it's a verb. So in verb meaning means nişan almak, not amaç. Thanks. Aim number 3.
Excuse me, can I ask you something, teacher?
Sure, sir. I'm listening.
In this case, nişan almak, we can use, I think, only with a gun. When we use a gun to another person, directed to a person, only we can use in this case nişan almak. But maybe aim can include meaning of directing people, something.
To be honest, in Turkish, okay, I'm learning Turkish. My Turkish is not very good, okay? So maybe, yes, maybe it has another meaning in Turkish. For example, I'm telling you, I told you this example. I aim my pen at computer. I aim my pen at computer.
Yöneltmek, maybe we can say.
Yöneltmek. Yes, it can be true, yes. Or for example, you are a university professor, okay, and you are teaching something on the board, okay? You are presenting something on the board or in Microsoft PowerPoint, all right, on the board. So you are showing something like this. You are using laser. So in this case, also we say the professor is aiming his laser at the board. So is that the same word, like yöneltmek?
Yes, I think we can say yöneltmek.
Another one, some wrote here hedef almak, hedeflemek. They are true, huh?
Yes, can be.
All right. So I'm directly adding it here, and thanks for your Turkish help. I added here hedeflemek or hedef almak. I write it here. Thank you for your Turkish help.
Yes.
So you are learning English and I'm learning Turkish. That's nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Good one. Thanks so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Engaged in Turkish nişan, engaged. Before marriage, engaged.
I see.
Nişan.
I see.
Yes.
So it is the completely different story.
It's similar meanings. Yeah, it's not about this topic.
The same word, but the use is different.
Yes.
All right. Very good. Thanks so much. Next part, here we go. Aim number 3. Aim number 3, please. Who wants to read aim number 3?
Me.
I want. Can I?
Yes, yes. Please.
I started. Okay.
Learn
I
English
started to learn English with the aim to
teacher.
become a teacher. I started to learn English with the aim of becoming a teacher.
So here, what is that? With the aim to become? No, with the aim of becoming. As you see here, I wrote here the pattern. With the aim of plus verb in ing format. With the aim of verb in ing format, like this. With the aim of doing something. I originally went out to the Far East with the aim of setting up my own import-export business. With the aim of, it shows your goal. It shows what you want to do here. It shows the reason. For example, you say, I go to English class to learn English. Or you can say, I go to English class with the aim of learning English. You can use it in this format. With the aim of plus verb in ing format, verbing. Thanks so much. Air.
I want to read.
Yes, madam, please.
It is hard to find a fresh air nowadays. It is hard to find any fresh air nowadays.
All right, thanks so much. So air, number 1 in Turkish means hava, sayılmaz. It is uncountable. It is hard to find a fresh air. It is hard to find fresh air, not a fresh air. Nowadays. What is the meaning of nowadays? Who knows the meaning of nowadays in English?
Bugünlerde.
In English.
recently.
Recently, or we can say these days. These days or recently.
These
Or
days.
yes, let me write it here. Why not? Nowadays in English means recently.
Son
Or
zamanlarda.
these days. Or
Bugünler.
or one word. I want one person to say one word. Very professional word. It starts with L.
Lately.
Perfect. Lately. Thanks so much, sir. Lately.
Thank you.
Yeah. Nowadays, recently, these days, or lately. Thanks so much.
But lately mean son zamanlarda.
No. Lately means recently. Later means that one. Later. Okay? Not
Okay,
lately.
I understand.
Yes. So here we have air. As you see, air is uncountable. We cannot say one air, two airs. Thanks so much. Number 2, aircraft. Aircraft. And you see, aircraft in Turkey is singular and plural. Means uçak ve uçaklar. We cannot say aircrafts. One person, please read this example.
All the aircrafts have to be checked and refueled. All the aircraft have to be checked and refueled.
Yes. The plural form of aircraft is aircraft. No change. So aircraft, aircraft. Why?
Sir,
Yes.
I don't understand. Aircraft, it mean airplane. I don't understand this meaning, Turkish meaning.
Hava aracı, biri uçak, biri hava aracı. Yani aynı.
The same, huh?
Aircraft daha genel.
Aircraft is general, yes. Airplane,
Yes.
we have aircraft. One of the aircraft is airplane. Another one is a helicopter, for example. Another one is quadcopter. Another one is space.
Helicopter.
But aircraft is general word.
Okay, I understand.
Yes. And aircraft is not plural. Is not plural, not singular. Always we use aircraft, aircraft. Thanks so much.
But
Next one.
planes we can use.
Yes,
right?
yes, plane,
Yes.
airplanes, yes, we can use. But for aircraft, we cannot. Yes. Alarm, alarm. Who wants to read the alarm part? Alarm, of course, is the last part of today's lesson. So,
Okay. Finally, we got really worried and alarmed the local police. Finally, we got really worried and alert the local police.
Police, yes, police.
Police.
So here we have these two words. Alarm and alert. Alarm and alert. Alarm in Turkish, I think you say alarm. Panik yapmak. Whenever you're alarming people, it means that you are warning people. Like this. Alarm makes someone feel worried about possible danger. Be worried. Yeah, alarming. I'm alarmed. I alarmed her. Like this. Why don't drinking wait, why don't wish to alarm people unnecessarily, but it would be wise to avoid drinking the tap water here. So alarm means warn people, make people feel worried about possible danger with no action, with no possible actions, just alarm to know about that. Finished. Another word is alert. Alert. In Turkish, I think you say uyarmak. Inform someone of possible danger. Inform. So this part is the same. Possible danger, so that they can be ready for it, or be ready to deal with it, to manage it, to control it, to get ready. Like this one, the pilot realized that the engine had failed. He alerted air traffic control. So remember the difference between alarm and alert. In alarm, you just warn people, finished. But in alert, when you alert someone, you mean that you say it so that they do some actions, they take some activities, they start doing something. All right.
Okay, we can say watch out, for example.
Watch out. No. Whenever you want to use alert, okay, like this example, let me alerted the local police, okay? We cannot say finally we got really worried and watched out the local. Watch out is about the people. For example, you are walking. In this case, your mother, your father says, watch out this street. Be careful of this street. It's for you to warn, something like alarm. It's something like alarm, but not like alert. In alert, we make them know and they do some actions, take some actions. Yes, a lady, I'm listening.
Can we say alarm is noun, alert is verb? It is
both
true.
Both of them are verbs. Here. Okay, alarm.
I
Understand it? Both of them are verbs. Yes, verb, and this one is alert is verb. Another one for alarm, we have alarm clock. So it's noun. They are different from this one, but here alarm and alert are verbs. So alarm and alert is the last lesson of today. So do you have any questions or problems? If you have, I'm listening to you about today's lesson, about learning English, about any problem in English. I can answer. If you don't have, so I say good evening and see you next time.
Yeah, okay. First, we nobody wants to speak, nobody wants to read, but final of the lesson, and everybody fights to speak and read.
I agree, friend.
Shaming on us.
Nice
no.
yes.
Wait. I agree with my friend. Today's lesson.
Okay, I agree with my friend.
So thanks
agree
to
with
you.
somebody.
I want to ask something.
I'm listening. Yes.
Okay, we learning this hates hataları. I want to say hata.
Errors.
But I'm forget when I can use these sentences, these vocabulary sentences.
Very good question. So why do you forget? Do you forget Turkish? Do you forget speaking Turkish?
No.
No. Why?
Because we're
Use
speaking
it or
daily.
lose it.
Finished, done. Because you use it, because you speak it from morning to night, because you practice speaking and using Turkish words from morning to night. Because of that, you have no problem. But for English, every week, for example, you study for 1 hour, or you watch one movie for 1 hour, or you go to class for 2 hours, for 3 hours. So because of that, your brain doesn't pay much attention on English. Why? Because you don't practice continuously. You know,
Exactly.
in English, there is a saying which says repetition is the mother of skill. Again, repetition is the mother of skill. You know, skill. What's the
Yeah.
skill?
Yes, yes, yes.
Başarı?
Able.
Beceri.
Yetenek.
Aha,
Yetenek.
yetenek.
Yeah,
Aha, yetenek. Yes.
Yetenek tekrarla elde edilir gibi bir şey mi söylediniz hocam?
So this is the sentence
Tekrar.
I'm writing
Anasıdır
here.
yetenek.
Repetition
Tekrar
Repetition
yetenek
is
annesidir.
the mother
Again and again.
of skill.
Repetition. Skill.
What's that? Speaking language is the skill. You have a skill in speaking Turkish. You have no problem in that. Why? Because you repeat it. So the more we practice and repeat something, the better we get in that one. So this is the repetition and this is the skill. Repeat, skillful. Repeat, skill. But we never repeat our repetition in this level, but we want our expectation. We want our skill to be perfect, top. No,
Yeah.
no repeat, no skill. It's like that. So
Thank you, sir.
you're welcome.
Yes.
And the most
And-
important thing, number one, to remember, writing
No
is
heat, no honey.
a big part of learning. If you don't write, if you don't take notes, you're not learning. Why? Because, for example, now I'm teaching and you take your cell phone and take some photos or maybe a screenshot. So where is this picture now? It's in your cell phone's memory. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. But if you
Not
write,
our
it
memory.
goes to your memory.
Yes.
The important thing. People don't understand it. So first of all, we need to learn how to learn. We need to learn how to learn. We need to learn the techniques of learning. After that, we can learn everything. This is the point.
Getting in from the right ear and then going out from the left ear.
Possible, yeah. Why? Because you don't pay attention, you don't repeat, or you don't write it. Yes, and the thing
Maybe
is this.
can maybe can you sharing this group, touch team, Telegram group?
What
Can
should
you
I
sharing with site page?
Which
you're
page?
writing. Not, you're not, she said.
Of course, you see, I'm sending you a link in group chat, YouTube channel.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You
I
can
want to
watch.
say
Today is session 7 of this. Okay. We have session 1, 2, class 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. You can watch them, all of them there. It's my own channel. And also, this video will be uploaded in Taj's channel, YouTube channel also. You can find it there also.
Okay.
Okay.
And yes, for learning, for remembering, number 1, write it. Number 2, repeat it. No repeating, no learning. You will forget it all the times. Even I have been teaching English for more than 12 years, okay? And I can speak, I can read, I can do lots of things. Why? Because I repeated English every single day. So I have no problem like that. I
With
speak
whom?
like mother tongue. Pardon?
You practiced with whom? With a person? Are there any other English persons who you can practice with?
Now or when I was learning?
Okay.
Huh? Now?
No.
In
Before.
the past?
Yes. You said
You
we
can
should
you
repeat?
can practice. Yes, the situation is very good here. You have a speaking club. You can go there and online classes like this. You have many
Oh,
friends. If there is no one, you and mirror. You know mirror.
yeah, I know.
I know. You and
I know.
mirror. Learn something. Read something. For example, today agree. Okay, I agree with somebody. You learn the format, go to the mirror and speak to yourself. Yeah, I agree with you. You are a very good person. I agree with you and I agree with my mom. Just 2 minutes. Finished. Speak to yourself. If you have no one in the world, you have yourself. You can practice with yourself. Don't depend on other people. You know, depend on?
Yes.
In
Yes.
Turkish, I don't know what.
Güvenmek değil mi?
Huh?
Kurallarına güvenme.
Güvenmek mi?
Yes, don't depend on other
Dayandım.
people. Depend on yourself. I am here. Just that one.
I will do the best I can.
Yes, you have to do it. Yes, and also yes, I sent it. Yes, the link is over there. YouTube channel link is over there. Also, you can visit my Instagram page as you see here. There are lots of words, sentences, patterns to repeat, write, read every day. And in story, we have lots of exams, tests every day. So you can learn it, improve it, but repeating is important. Thanks so much. So if you have no other problems or questions, I have to say goodbye and hope to see you next time.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much, teacher.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And
And
have fun.
I want to say something. We
Mhm.
can't find any group like these speaking groups for free.
You can't find?
Yes, we can't find.
So this is here we have also I'm
Yes, this is so good for me, and thank you for your time.
yes. And to be honest, let me tell you something. I'm planning to have a live in Instagram, live speaking
Yes.
groups like this. Okay, in that live we
yes.
can talk
We
and
appreciate it.
discuss. Yes. I'm planning to have it maybe since next week. We will have it. I will inform everyone so that you can join and you can come to my page and see it and attend it, and we can discuss and talk.
Awesome.
Thank you
Yes,
very much.
Yes.
You're welcome.
It
You're welcome.
will be so good for us.
Thanks so much. It's kind of
Ağzın
you,
şeker
sir.
şerbet desin hocam.
Pardon?
Ee,
Say again, please.
Ağzın şeker şerbet desin hocam.
Thank you. Yesin. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sir, I don't know your Instagram name.
My Instagram page address is here. Can you see here? This is my Instagram page.
m.reza.muharrer.
Yes.
Muharrer. Reza.
From where, teacher?
Where are you from, my teacher?
Where do you think I am from?
Afganistan.
İstanbul.
Where?
Iran.
İran.
Yes, I'm
Iran.
from Iran.
Your name?
Yes.
Yeah.
İran.
Yes, I'm from Iran. Yes.
Welcome here.
Thanks so much.
Lazımome çor terk.
What?
Lazımome çor terk.
It's not Farsi. It's I think Afghani language, like
Really?
Afghani Persian. Yes, in Iran, of course, we speak Persian, but we have different accents. Afghanistan people they speak Persian, but their accent is different from our accent. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, teacher.
You're welcome. Have fun and goodbye.
Okay, we follow you. Make sure.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Bye, thank you.
Bye.